But if the conditions do continue to prevail like this, we could certainly be seeing some really exciting times, particularly in the K4s, because these events are progressing so much. You know, it's been over the last few years, it feels like we've been seeing a best time every single time they've gone out. But first we've got the 200-metre K2s for men's, but firstly the women's.
Yeah, next up, the women's K2 200, the fastest women on the water. And this is going to be a really, really, really furious, powerful and exciting final. And Johnny, K2 200 metres is your event. Why is it such a good event? Why is it such a great event to be part of?
I mean, it was just a short enough event for me that I could last it, so I really loved it from that. It was the shortest and the fastest of the kayak events. You know, you never know who's going to get out to a good start, because if you miss anything on that start, you're generally going to be out of the race. There's a lot of pressure on that. You see the highest rates, the highest speeds, and incredibly tight finishes. So it is great to watch, and it's good to see some athletes still competing in it, despite the fact that it's no longer included in the Olympic program.
There you have in lane 4 from Austria, Anna Roxana Lehach and Victoria Schwartz, finishing 4th here last year and picking up 6th in the K2 500 yesterday. Alongside them in lane 5 from Slovenia, Spela Ponomarenko-Janik and Anja Osterman. They've competed in 3 K2 events in the World Cup Series of 2019 so far, and they've picked up 3 medals so far. Hungary's Blanka Kiss and Esther Molchiner in lane 6. An under 23 pairing, exciting to see them paddling today. In lane 7 from Russia, Kristina Kovnir and Anastasia Dolgova. Both of these really accomplished paddlers. Dolgova, a silver medalist in the K2 500 at the Junior World Championships last year, paddling with Victoria Krupnova, and Kovnir, a reigning under 23 world champion in the K1 200. Alongside them in lane 8, a pair from Uzbekistan, and in lane 9, representing South Africa, Donna Hutton and Bridget Hartley.
Yeah, this isn't the event we normally associate with Bridget. Bronze medalist, I think, from London 2012 in the K1 500, and a real endurance athlete, but she's obviously testing her speed out here in the K2 200 metres.
And exciting for Bridget and for South Africa that they have enough depth now in the squad to be able to bring other athletes in, pair them up in a K2 and make finals.
Yep, and they're going to be making the most of the experience that Bridget has.
So Johnny, what is it? Well, if you were to give one tip to these crews ahead of the start of the 200 metre race, what is the one thing that you must always remember that makes a good K2 race or a good K2 partnership?
Or just stay cool. It's fast and frantic, but what you actually need to do is make sure you're locking your strokes, make sure you're really executing well, and it's so easy to get a little bit overstimulated as you come into these things and not take care of that execution. So if you've done the training, it will happen. Just got to stay calm in the moment.
They're just being called into their blocks now. Lovely conditions here in Duisburg in comparison to last week's first World Cup in Poznan. Some fast times. Well, they're off in the final of the women's K2 200 metres. Everyone out of the blocks clean, everyone out of the blocks safely, but Slovenia have a very good start, as do Russia. Kovnir and Dolgova, they're in lane 7. Big start from them, but look at already Ponomarenko, Janik and Osterman stretching out that lead. They've only paddled 100 metres, but already they have half a boat length on the rest of their field. They're still stretching it out as well. Poland going with them alongside them in lane 3, in that red boat. Brilliant paddle from the Slovenians. They will take the gold. It will be Poland who take the silver, and it looked like Russia with the bronze.
Yep, so then we got the Slovenians. They're 7 from 7 in the medals from the races they've done together. They're going to be really happy to keep that going. And that was a dominant performance today. It really was. For the K2 200 metres, that was a big gap that they had out the front.
To be able to stretch that lead over just 100 metres,
yeah,
absolutely fantastic.
They got the lead quickly, and athletes have such a good endurance background as they do, they're never going to be giving that back. Although the Polish, they were travelling at really good speed towards the end as well, just not quite so sharp out of the blocks.
And over this 200 metres, it was never in doubt, really. Slovenia just pulling away with every stroke. They won gold in Poznan just a week ago. That was the first time they'd raced the 200 metres together in an international. And they've done it again. Back-to-back golds in the K2 200. And it was Russia who took that bronze. That's Kristina Kovnir and Anastasia Dolgova. Two young athletes. That means an awful lot to Ponomarenko, Yannick and Osterman. With Ponomarenko Yannick having her second child just 6 or 7 months ago. An amazing turnaround physiologically and mentally, beating the tiredness and the fatigue to come back as strong as ever.
Ja, wir kommen die Siegerinnen jetzt zum Steg, ladies and gentlemen. The gold medalists in K2 women 200 meters, representing Slovenia, Spela Ponomarenko-Janic, Anja Ostermann.
And a big round of applause here from the crowd lining the banks in Duisburg for the gold medalists.
Yeah, we've got some good crowds out here today. It's really nice to see good weather brings them out.
Well, Spela and Anja, 2 weeks in a row, a gold medal in this event. Things are going very nicely for you.
Yeah, 200, it's a really nice race. We enjoy racing it, and it's a lot of fun. It's our extra discipline because we couldn't do K1 and K2 because this is my last race before World Championships. So this was our practice, and it was really good. But we still have a lot of improve in our K2 and my performance in K1. So hopefully until World Champs we can do even better than this.
Did it feel different this week to last week?
It was a little less bumpy, but the pedaling wasn't perfect. But like I said, I enjoy racing. I'm so grateful that I have my mom and my husband helping me with kids, so I can be here and do what I love the most.
Well, we're very grateful for them as well, because otherwise we wouldn't get to see you win another gold medal. Ladies and gentlemen, your gold medalists from Slovenia, Spela and Anja.
Oh, how fantastic for Spela Ponomarenko Yannick's family, for her children to be able to see her performing so incredibly well. How proud they must be. And Spela was saying there, Johnny, that there's a big stretch of time, a few weeks ahead of the World Championships. But first of all, 36.477.